Cloud with this week's Precious Metals Market Update. Quite an interesting weekend and first 2 days of the week with President Trump's speech last night as I record this on January 31st. First of all, over the weekend, John Haynes, the president of the Perth Mint in Australia, one of the biggest and most respected mints in the world, announced that they're developing a cryptocurrency backed by gold. This is what we've been waiting on in this industry. They're even saying it will be 12 to 14 to 18 months outside, and some people that I'm talking to even say it's going to be quicker. The Perth has got a reputation of getting things done. So as we sit here, we know that, and then on Monday, we hear that another cryptocurrency backed by gold, not a fiat crypto like Bitcoin and others, that it's created and there's nothing to back it except the people, and you don't even know who the people are. So it's not that it's bad. People made a lot of money on it, and that's fine. But we're talking about something to put your investment in, not your roulette wheel or real speculative investment. We're talking about something that goes back throughout world history 6,000 years, and that is gold. Gold was always money until 1972, and then we now are going to go back to it where money can't be created out of thin air. You'll buy it and have it backed by gold. So what's it going to do to the volume of gold? If billions and probably trillions of dollars go in to a cryptocurrency, because remember today, your bank account is covered up to $250,000 by FDIC. Go look. If you don't believe me, just go to the FDIC website and look at the assets they have compared to the assets they have insured. And remember, the government's already told you the next banking crisis, they're not going to bail out us, the account holders. They're going to bail in and take our money as a way to solve the problem. So here's a small company. My phone is ringing off the hook. People want to talk about banks going under, the inflation that Trump is creating. Inflation's going up, the dollar's going down, the biggest drop in 1 year by any president. I mean, we're seeing things that are unprecedented. And yet you're being told right this minute that you can put your money into a gold-backed cryptocurrency sometime this year or next year, and every time somebody does it, physical gold has to be bought and put into an audited warehouse to back what they're saying. Folks, there's only $3 trillion of gold and silver together in the world today. So what happens? You come out with 50 billion. I mean, right away, it's got to have 10 or 15% more gold, and if it ends up being a silver cryptocurrency, the price is going to go to places that you've seen people talk about, but you haven't known how it's going to happen. You now know how it's going to happen. So why, when you've got the possibility over a 2-year period to make 50 to 100% in your gold investments, people are not buying this? And certainly silver is going to benefit too, and eventually, but there's nothing out there to show you that right now. So first of all, I think gold is an incredible buy. If none of this is out there just based off of Trump's falling dollar, the Japanese and Chinese liquidating potentially over $2.5 trillion of the debt that they have, which would send the bond market into a collapse, and the Federal Reserve telling you they're going to raise rates with an 86% probability in March and 2 other times during the year. I mean, you can't get hit in the head any harder as to where the place to be with part of your portfolio is gold. And we've seen some big sales the last few days that people have figured it out on their own. They take time and services. They buy gold from me, but they use time and services to time when to get in and out. So all I can tell you is you need to be calling us, talking to Dan or Kathleen or myself, And you can reach us at 800-247-2812. And don't wait till gold has a much higher premium, how much you pay over spot, because once the market really starts moving, it's already up, it's already having a great year. This year, gold's already up over 3% for the first month of the year, off to a tremendous start. So you want to get gold while premiums are low. And if you haven't seen our current 2 special gold that I put out 2 days ago, I urge you to look at it. If you're on our mailing list, if you're not, you can contact us through FTM Daily and sign up for it on my gold webpage on FTM Daily. But you need to be looking at it and evaluating where you want to be. But certainly, stock market is probably going to go higher, and you should have money in stocks. You should be diversified. But I'm going to tell you, gold has had 2 great years after 2 bad years, 9.9% in 2016, 12.5% in 2017. And as I said with the interview in Jerry in early January, this year is going to be better for gold than the last 2. So anyway, give us a call and talk. If you need to get a precious metals, self-directed gold and silver IRA, we can help you with that. We can be your customer. We'll give you some custodians you can deal with. We can be your representative and your broker in those transactions. And once again, most of you know me by now, but we're charging 3% and less over our cost. We sell it for you free, which nobody in the country does. So the one time we make money, so we always have your best interest, not trying to get you to move out of something and into something else like all these telemarketing firms where they're going to charge you a commission to sell it and then a commission to buy it. So, we're happy to go over that. We have the lowest storage rates in the world. We're not even allowed to mention them on this podcast. If you'll call us, we can tell you how that's set up in COMEX warehouses, rates that are not heard of by anybody else. And we don't take any markup like every other firm in America does. While you're storing your gold, they want to make money on that. We don't think that's right. So hopefully we've touched on a few nerves today, and we'd love to talk to you at 800-247-2812. With this week's Precious Metals Market Update, this is Tom Cloud signing out.